Hey guys, IB2 coming at you. Hey, this is the morning of November the 7th behind the house in Oakley. I'm hunting with my dad. Right now I'm trying to get on some deer that were up in this thicket. I thought I saw two bucks, but one for sure. But anyway, we had a slight west-northwest wind, and I was hunting at a stand we call Power Pole, and then sent dad on into a new stand we put up called the One Stick. Good crossing down in there, but I'm trying to get on these deer, and I did have one end up coming across the power line here. And then other than that, Dad saw a couple and didn't get any shots off, but I'll bring you what we got. So let's go get them.
It's about 5 yards, if that. It's a slick little young buck. Come out of the brush to the west there. Obviously, walked right under my tree right here. He's headed east, but I did see some other, I believe there are does up in there, but the brush was so thick I couldn't really, I don't know if I got them on camera or not, but it's getting to be 9 o'clock here. Probably give it another half hour or so and boat it. Gonna head toward Byron for the evening hunt. catching that monoxide wet. So, must have got up, got something to eat, laid back down. So that's the situation. See, 3 small bucks, it's 3:15. Rattlyn said he had one come right to the base of his tree, he didn't shoot. So, looking for another fish on. Let's go get him.
Right at last light, this little spike buck came through, and that was the last for the night for me. But then I met up with my dad down there, and turns out he ended up missing a little decent 8-point, and says just must have made a bad shot on him, went right underneath him. So we were back out at it the next day. But so shots fired, no venison on the Barbie. All right, let's go get him.
Hey guys, IP2 coming at you this morning. November the 8th. 7:15 a.m. Got IB Rattlyn, Grandpa Stu, Dad. He's on the doe plot, in the box blind. I'm in what we call the central box blind. Here overlooking cut corn. Got a small brassica, clover, some cover around it. Call it for rain today. We're gonna sit till about 8:30 and probably get out of here. Not ideal conditions, but thought we'd give it a try. Wind's kicking up, as you can probably see in here. It's supposed to rain most of the day, so tonight will probably be a washout for us. If I get any action between now and 8:30, I'll try to bring it to you. If the conditions were maybe a little better, it might stay. But calling for pretty good rain, possibly thunder.
So yes, we did pack up, and yes, we did beat the rain, and it did end up raining pretty good for most of the day, and actually had a thermostat go out, so we had to go home and replace that. And while we're replacing that, this is what pinged in on my phone from our spy point camera. This is the plot that Dad was sitting on, and I don't believe that camera is adjusted for daylight savings time, so I think that's about 10:15 a.m. And that deer right there is about 25 yards from the blind Dad was sitting in. And I'll tell you what, sometimes these cameras, they'll drive you crazy if you let them. But yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? We got out of there because of the weather, and this is what happened. How do you predict that? You can't. You just do the best you can, and then drink a beer when you see something like this. So we got back after it.
much of that action I got. I was a little spike buck chasing a doe behind me. I was writing in my journal, updating it. Heard the brush crack, looked down, they were right there. Within 15 yards, cut across that trail. That didn't really get the camera on them until they come back again. Went up around these treetops here. She come running right in front of me, like a bit. Then they headed back south down in that thick stuff again. So it's that was at 10:15. It's about 10:22 right now. We're gonna sit out here till 11 today. See what happens. The wind is really kicked up, so you can't really hear too much. Just kind of looking around, but the sun's out. Not a bad day. So we'll probably go back to camp, get a couple things done, squared away, and head back this afternoon. Let's go get them.
One thing I added to my arsenal this year is a couple of e-bikes and retrofitted them with bowl holders. And I originally thought e-bikes might be a little bit of a gimmick, but after using them for a few times, they're a really great tool. This is mine. I bought it's a TST, got it offline. I got a package deal, and I'm still getting used to it, but man, it's an absolute tool, especially for the type of terrain we have, and getting us back to the back of the property in a quick, quiet, no sweating manner. Been having a lot of fun with them, so check them out if you're interested.
Hey guys, IB2 coming at you tonight. Evening sit, October 9. I got in here about 3 o'clock. It's now 3:22. Sitting on the downwind side of a thick bedding/browse area. Dad is up over in Beach Corner. He's on the other corner of it. Same stretch of cover that goes for about 150 yards by about 80-90 yards wide. Oh, excuse me. Got the Mountain Dew. Hunkering in for the evening here. Skies are clear. Wind is up a little bit. You can probably hear it. It's about 10 to 12 sustained. Maybe going up to 15, 16. Basically straight out of the west. Maybe a little bit northwest component. Had that little spike horn chasing this morning. Hoping for some similar action with a little bit bigger buck. This is gonna wrap up the hunting for me, and probably for Dad, until gun season next week. Friday, Dad's going down to see Mom and Dad's going down to see Bonnie Leach in Chelsea, and then headed over to Albion College on Saturday to watch the Scots take on the Albion Brits. Looking for a outright back-to-back MIAA football championship. Go Scots.
Well, that wrapped up
Right.
the 3 days of hunting with Dad, and we bounced back and forth between home and the Byron plot, and Dad ended up getting a shot at a buck and just missed. So, and then we chased that big one around and had some fun. Stayed out at camp, drank a little beer, had a couple whiskeys, put another hunt in the books, and just had some fun. So that's what it's all about. Let's get after it. Let's go get them.